Hey guys, how's it going? I'm outside today because it's a beautiful day. I them. I bought a bunch of pots on Amazon. Let me move the plants out of the way and show you the pots. So I bought 2 sets of these pots on Amazon. I will link them below. I've talked about very similar ones in other videos, but they don't make like they're out of stock. But these ones are essentially identical. So it's like Russian dolls. In each set there's 5 pots. I shouldn't say each set because it was a set of 10 for $30. So you get all of these for $30. I think they range from like 4-inch pots up to 6 maybe, and everything in between. And I love these because they're white and sleek and they have drainage built in. Can you guys see that? So, and then they have a little tray. So it's, you know, they look nice, they highlight your plants, and they're cheap. 30 bucks for 10 of these, you almost can't beat that. So I really like them. I'll link them below, and these ones are absolutely available. So I want to repot some of my plants, and I'll show you what I've got going here. So if you guys have watched the last couple videos I've done, you've probably seen most of them. But I have this variegated, what is this? Peace lily. Isn't it pretty? It's got a new leaf coming. And I got this at Ecuador in California, which I also made a video about. And they come in these little plastic pots. It almost looks like a drinking cup. But I didn't have anything that I wanted to repot it into, so I'm gonna repot into these for all of these plants. Also from Ecuador, I have a little queen anthurium, and I have a king anthurium. And let me tell you, this king is not loving me quite yet. I hope he improves. Maybe getting him in a new pot will help. I don't know if it's a humidity thing, but we'll see. So he's gonna be repotted. I have this Syngonium aurea that I bought at Telly's in Michigan. I'm pretty sure I have a video about that too. It's just one stick, but it's doing really good. But it needs a new pot. This one I featured in my last video. That's a philodendron black cardinal, in parentheses caramel hybrid. I don't know about that, but he's in soil that I don't like, so he's gonna get a new home. And then I bought this philodendron Florida Ghost from, I'll link him below, this guy who always sells on Instagram and Facebook. And I've bought a bunch of his plants online too. And this one has a bunch of new leaves growing too, but he needs a new home. They all need a new home. So I'm gonna do that. I have next to me here my my own soil blend. I also have videos about the soil blend that I use, and I don't have a whole lot. I think I have just enough for these plants. And honestly, some of the plants from Equigenera, I really like the substrate they're in, so I might just move them into the white pots in what they're in for now. We'll see. But anyway, that's the plan. And it's so pretty. I mean, there's no leaves on the trees, but it's going to be 65 today, 75 tomorrow, and then in the 80s for the rest of the week. So I call that perfect weather for being outside. Okay. I think I'm going to start with this philodendron black cardinal because I don't like the soil that it's in, and it definitely could use my soil. It looks very like peat heavy. It's dense. I'm not a fan of it. To be honest, I might just dump some of this soil into what I'm using because I could mix it in with what I've got, but he needs a new little home. Let me see what kind of home he needs. I could almost just, look at that, I could just do that and be done. Am I going to? I should think about the sizes of these pots and how many plants I have. No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to break up some of this soil so my little homemade soil pot is right next to me. See, this is why you should repot plants from nurseries. All the soil just crumbled off, and he's in this little like original plug that they start a lot of plants in. The soil just tumbled off, and this plug is really firm. And sometimes they have like a little coating on them. Have you guys ever seen that, like if you're starting seeds for your garden? And that coating can kind of choke them out. This one doesn't look like it has one, but look how small. So I think I'm gonna just keep him in a pot about this size. Y'all are gonna hear me and my chickens. My rooster, one of them, we have 3. One of them has just found his voice, so he's very chatty. So you'll have to excuse that. And we're getting an Amazon delivery, so there's barking dogs. You're getting all the sounds. It's like nature ASMR. That's kind of annoying. So I've kind of amended my soil blend that I use. I use coco coir, perlite. It's actually a pre-made blend that I use. I use charcoal, worm castings, and I've started adding quite a bit more orchid bark into it just to make it chunkier and better draining. So it's a very chunky mix, and I think the plants are into it. And then there is some leca. I threw some leca into my soil blend last fall, and it's still there. So let me see. I'm gonna raise this guy up a little bit so he's not so low in the pot. Sorry, my squinty face here, it's pretty bright out. You know what? That's all I'm gonna do. Look how easy. See that? Simple. I'll water these all when I'm done with everybody. But he looks good. Simple. Okay, I had to pause to calm the dog down. He was so excited by Amazon. And I grabbed some sunglasses while I was inside. So the next one I'm gonna repot is this Queen Anthurium. She's in a pretty small little pot. I can see some pretty decent roots in there, but I'm not going to put her in something too much bigger, so I kind of want to use that other probably 4-inch pot. Let's see. Yeah, or do I want to go a little bigger? Do you see? It's like she kind of fills that pot. Maybe I'll go one size bigger with her. Let's see. Yeah, I like that better. Do you see the size difference? So I think I'm gonna do that next. I kind of like, now I want to take my glasses off so I can see better. I kind of like the substrate that these are in. Let me see if I can just pull it out. It's really chunky as well. I think I'm just gonna add my own soil toward the bottom. All right, let's see. Whoop. I think I got a little excited there. I'm gonna just give this a little smush down. I like having the plants kind of up to the top of the pot. You guys will have to tell me on a scale from 0 to 10 how distracting that is. Alright, let's see. You see? I literally just kind of dump soil on top and shake it in, and it's that quick. Queen, done. On to the next. I feel like as I go, I'm upsizing in my pots here, but that's kind of was the point. I think I'll put this. No, this variegated peace lily, I'm going to upsize it further. Let's see. Maybe that's too much. I'm going to go one size down. I think that's better. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, let's see. These all are in a really good soil blend. Let me actually set this down for a second. Okay. Woo! That one just crumbled. That's good. Crumble in the right direction. There we go. Look at that. Honestly, I feel like repotting is so much easier than people think it is once you just sit down and do it. I don't get real careful. I don't worry too much about the plants. And I've really never had an issue, I don't think, related to repotting. Look at that. Nice, right? I'll show you guys everything when I'm done here. I want this to be kind of a quick and efficient process. All right, 3 down, 3 to go. Florida Beauty, my Syngonium aurea. Did I say albo before? I have an albo as well. I've already repotted that one, but the aurea needs a new home. This one can deal with a smaller pot. Maybe this is good for this one. I think it is. All right, with this guy, as you can see, it's all one vine, I guess. And it's kind of growing off to the side and then upward, which is fine, but I'm gonna see if I can maybe angle it a little bit. I think if I angle it when I put it in, the leaves will grow upward, but I don't like that it's going like to the side, and I don't want it doing that in here. Ooh, this guy was root bound. Oh, those roots. But I still think this pot will be good. And actually, having shaken off all those roots, I think I'm going to plant him like that, and I think he'll straighten up. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Hold on one second. Okay. I think he'll straighten up. See? I mean, he looks good if he's facing forward, but also he's sort of more upright now. I really like that. Where's the right sized? There we go. Look at that. Cool, huh? So I have Florida Beauty and the King. I want Florida Beauty to have more room to grow. I think, let's see. I think I'm gonna put the king in a big pot. Don't you feel like that's appropriate? He's decent sized, so he's gonna go in a big pot. And the beauty, what is she gonna go in? Not that. I love having these pots. It's so cheap. You can just choose your size. I think I want her in that pot. What do you think? It's a little on the big side, but this soil mix is so chunky. I think it'll work. I think we're gonna do that. Let's do beauty. I'm literally almost out of my soil, so this is perfect. Then I can make more soil for the season. Look at that. Do you see? It's like a matrix of roots there. She was ready to grow up, I think. Yep. I'm happy with this. Let's see. That'll be good. This is so quick and easy. Look at that. Beauty. Done. Whoops, wrong size. Get my other ones here. All right. Look at me surrounded by all these pretty plants. All right, so last one. Oh, holy smokes. If only you guys could see. It's like a murder of crows around me. We have some hawks here. They like to circle my chickens, but my roosters scare them away. But yesterday the hawks were chasing all these birds, and it was like a black cloud. Let me see here. I have like 7 pots in my bucket now. See, and I always keep these because you always need a different size for something. I'm just going to show you guys one thing before I bury it in soil. These pots that I found, like I said, they're almost identical to the previous ones. They've got these holes in the bottom. The ones that I ordered before that are out of stock currently, they came with a little thin piece of mesh that you could put right over the bottom, which was kind of nice so you didn't have soil coming through. These holes are pretty small, so I don't think I'll have much of an issue with that, but if you can find ones that have a little mesh or make your own, that could help. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, let's see. This is weird. I just took it out. There's like the whole bottom detached. There were no roots, but it's like a little disc. Put it back in my bucket. And I'm gonna angle this one a little bit too, I think. Although he may just be drooping because he doesn't love me. But I think this will be good. There's a lot of sphagnum moss in these from Equigenera, but I'm not mad about it. I don't think so because my soil mix is so chunky that a little bit of like moisture retention is probably not a bad thing. I'm just gonna fill this guy up. Okie dokie. I think that's good. Good for the king, right? All right, guys, that is it. It was that quick and easy. And I still have 4 pots from my little collection. So, what do you think? Not bad. I love these pots. They're clean, kind of sleek, minimalist. They kind of let the plant be the star of the show. Cheap, plastic, perfect. All right, let me see. Maybe I'll give these, I don't really want to water them here right by the pool, so I'm gonna move them up to the back deck and then I'll show you. Do you guys think this watering can is a little bit ridiculous? I don't actually. I got it at IKEA. It's pretty big, but it's metal and it holds a lot. It probably holds almost 2 gallons, and it's perfect for watering outdoor plants or plants that you just repotted outside. So I'm just gonna give these a little soak. This back patio soon will be full of herbs. There's herbs all around it. I have to do some trimming and tidying, but it's all herbs. So I'm not worried about getting water or soil on the patio because I'm always out here watering the plants and the herbs. I'm gonna give everybody a little shower. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to be outside doing plant care again. So excited. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, just let me know. Let's chat below. What are you guys working on? How's the weather where you are? I will be uploading quite a bit, I think, this week since I'm off work. So in the meantime, follow me on Instagram if you want, Nika Sarbata. You can follow us, Urban Farm Boys. And I think that's it for today. Until next time, take care, guys.